Good afternoon, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. I have thought that it has been Sunday for like days. Like, literally since yesterday, I think. I even was like, oh, like, I don't know, the day just felt kind of like Sunday-like, and then today I was like, oh, well, like, because we had off yesterday and like everybody was home and everything, you know, even though it was Friday, I was like, oh, it's Sunday today, thinking that yesterday was Saturday. So it's been really weird, guys, and obviously because of the whole holidays and everything like that, we're totally thrown off right now. But you know, everybody was home on Thursday, which Thursday felt weird because again, we weren't here and all that kind of stuff. But guys, I will show you guys briefly all of the Christmas stuff that we ended up getting put up. I will do probably like more of a nice formal, you know, video sharing with you guys sort of everything. But we did end up getting Christmas stuff out on the table, tablecloths. All of our stockings are actually all in the kitchen chair. And then we've got, actually, guys, I got some of this caramel, like chocolate drizzled popcorn at Aldi, which I actually didn't get a chance to try. I want to try some of it tomorrow. I have a full bag of it somewhere, or half a bag of it still left, so I'm going to pour the leftovers back in there. And then we got some candy canes and some other candies and stuff like that too, just because, you know, it's fun for decorating Christmas trees and the house and such. And these fun vintage salt and pepper shakers, Santa, and then there's a little Christmas tree over here, which actually, guys, these don't match. If you guys can see on here, that has 2 little holes, and this also has 2 little holes, meaning I believe they are salt pepper shakers. I don't know. One has 3, one has 2. So these are the same. So they're not actually a set, but they're both like little vintage salt and pepper shakers. So one we'll use for salt, one we'll use for pepper. They'll probably just be more for decoration anyway. But I just realized that. I actually thought they were a set, and then I was like, wait, no, they're not, because they both have the same. They both have 2 holes instead of 3. Anyways, guys, is that there's also, we've got a little Christmas going on in the hallway as well. I'm not sure that actually anything in the bathroom ended up changing. And then, so we are still in the process. We're gonna finish most likely decorating tomorrow. But we've got, my mom is doing like a little white theme over here of just like white, silver, and gold, or not gold, but like a silver sort of theme. I guess sort of over here. Matthew's keys are there. But she went with that. She did that, I think, one year maybe on the mantle or something like that. But that's what she's doing over here. And I think I might trade out the white tree that I used last year, let her use that one. But she's going with that theme over here. Again, we're finishing up. We didn't decorate the tree today. Again, we put the lights up yesterday and the tree up yesterday, but we're going to decorate it. There's some random ornaments that we found in other boxes that were not in the actual ornament box. So all of this stuff, again, will be done tomorrow, along with this will be somewhat done. I don't really totally know what's going on over here, honestly, guys. My mom sometimes decorates like 2 or 3 times before she decides that it's perfect and it's the way that she wants it. But guys, I also have to go over how ridiculous this is. We have got boxes on boxes of Christmas lights. So we have 4 of these 100 white mini lights. We have another 2 boxes, one of a 100-pack of green mini lights and of red mini lights. We also have got, let's see, 2, 4, 6 boxes of these little like clips. They're suction cup clips that you do on the window that you can like either hang little decoratives, or you can also do it for oh, these ones are just the suction cup ones. These ones, are they the ones I think you can do lights on? One of them is for actually like for lights that are like clips too. We got some of those as well. So we had this, plus we also had 3, I think, things of 100 mini white lights that were brand new, that we found in a box that we ended up using for this tree. The ones that we used last year, which are still good, are in that box, which I think was another like 1 or 2 strands. And then this up here, this is actually LED ones. These were the ones we used last year. We didn't like them. So I don't know what we're gonna do with those ones, but we're switching them out with a strand of more of the soft white lights. We're gonna do that up here, so that's sort of this right now, and that. This is all stuff that we're keeping, but we're not gonna be decorating with. It's just other like sentimental Christmas type stuff. This has got a, has got the, tablecloth on here, which is not put back right, but I think I showed you guys that maybe yesterday. And then we've got some other Christmas things and stuff up there. Our nativity is over there. But just sort of little Christmas stuff is actually, I feel like, honestly, it is not as decorated as it has been some years. It feels a little less decorate-y. Like my mom we honestly ended up, this whole bag right here is actually Goodwill. We're gonna donate it to Goodwill, and this was actually all garbage, this other like pretty small bag back here. But this is all stuff that my mom wants to donate. Honestly too, guys, I have a small tree in my room. We've got this little tree and then also this little tree. And my mom ended up donating, I think, 2 or 3 other small little trees as well. Yeah, like I said, guys, that is what we've been up to for a lot of the day today. More afternoon. I think we started maybe around like 6 o'clock or something like that, or later, and honestly we probably ended up decorating until like 10 o'clock or later. I think we finished it like around 10:30. So we were decorating for a good solid few hours. It was a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of decorating, you know, kind of a mixture of that. But again, I feel like my mom ended up getting rid of a lot of things, but like some of the stuff, again, like all the little mini lights that she has, some of them just do not have the most beautiful colors, you know, and stuff like that. And so I don't like, you know, like that have lights that are already on them. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's, you know, we don't need to have another little light, a little tree that's lit up next to our big tree. So it's like, why would we do that? Like I said, my mom normally has like one little tree that's in the kitchen or something like that, maybe one in the hallway or bathroom or something. Again, I don't know what ended up in the bathroom. I'll have to see, but there's not a lot of space for like decorating in the bathroom because we have so many knickknacks already and we didn't end up putting any of them away. So yeah, that was what has been up though. But like I said, my mom ended up actually getting rid of a lot, which a few years ago, maybe we were actually vlogging during that time, or no, maybe it was my senior year of high school, the year before I started vlogging. Me and Matthew went up into the attic. I actually think I have a picture maybe, and I posted it on like Facebook or something like that. My parents went out actually for like a date night, and they said, oh, if you guys bring the Christmas tree down and like the decorations and stuff like that, we'll put them up when we get back. Me and Matthew went up in the attic and we were like, you know what? Normally it was like the tree and like 2 or 3 boxes that my parents could get to that they would get out the attic and like decorate with, which were like the ornaments and maybe like one other box that was like just new stuff that my mom had bought to like decorate with or whatever. And so she ended up so me and Matthew ended up going into the attic. We got, you know, the Christmas tree down. We ended up getting the 3 boxes. But then we went in the attic and went around and tried to find all of the other boxes that were just like in different places than where the rest of the, you know, decorations were and stuff like that, or were like hidden away and pushed back in like a corner. Other boxes were in front of it or whatever. I remember I was like sweating buckets, and again, it was cold out. It was like already winter. But I remember just when I'm like lugging the boxes up and down the stairs and getting in the attic to like try and move all this stuff to get it out, and we had boxes that filled like half of the living room full of Christmas decorations. It was almost like Santa Claus had come and dropped off all of the presents like in that one instance, because there was so much stuff. Like I was like, oh my gosh, it looked like just like crazy amounts of like just boxes of like Christmas presents, which is really Christmas decorations. But my mom probably ended up clearing out that year about half of the decorations. And then like after my grandma had passed away, we ended up inheriting a ton of her decorations. So I honestly think we maybe only had about 10 or so boxes of decorations. And again, my mom probably got rid of a good box to 2 boxes. I'd probably say closer to 2 boxes worth of decorations. But again, we have a full box that we're not going to be doing anything with. Plus, there's more lights in that box. Like not even just what I showed you guys those were just the brand new lights. We also have a brand new thing of icicle icicle lights, which is actually sitting over there. I don't know if you guys can see that right now. That box is 150 icicle lights. So we might be doing lights outside. I think too, someone threw those lights in there. We're actually going to decorate the main, like the burning bush outside, and then our forsythia bush also too, I think, in lights as well, plus maybe doing icicle lights. But I don't know, only because we have colored lights, and I feel like colored lights with white lights don't look the best. Like, if you do like if you want to go with colored lights, go with all colored lights, you know, or you want to go with white lights, go with all white lights. You know, I don't like mixing and matching colors. Like, to me, that just feels kind of like, you know, in this section, I want to do this. In this section, I want to do this. And I feel like I said, my mom kind of set that up. Like, she's got kind of the red vintagey look going on the coffee bar area, sort of. And then again, the like white and silver over there. You know, because there was one year where she ended up, I think she spray painted our Christmas tree and ended up doing it like white, with like I don't know, I think it was with red lights or something, or maybe it was like, I don't know, maybe we did LED lights too that year or something like that. I don't remember. I just thought it wasn't the prettiest thing ever, and we ended up getting rid of that Christmas tree that year because it was all like nasty from like, we couldn't put it away because this stuff was just like shedding off from all of the like spray paint. Instead of getting a white tree, like my mom just wanted to use the one we had, but it was a super cheapy tree and it was really dumb too, and it was too short, it didn't fit, because the tree that my parents originally had was the same tree that they had since I was like little, and then they ended up, I think finally it broke like the leg, or like we lost the top of the tree, or I think maybe, no, I think it was the top, like, you know how the top like has like its own kind of mini tree. I think that actually broke off and you couldn't put the like top in anymore, or a leg broke too or something like that. And so my parents were like, okay, it's finally time to get a new tree. And they got one that was too short, and so we had to put it up on top of something. Like, it looked really dumb. And then I think that was maybe the one my mom ended up spray painting, or she got one after that, the year after, and it was like a stick tree, like you guys know, like those like rocket tree sort of looking things. It was like super skinny and like just, it didn't look right, especially too for like our space in our living room. But we have our half tree that is up now because again, we want to have it so we can push it all the way up against the wall. So it works well for our space. Like, you know, it's kind of the focal point of the living room when it's in here, which is kind of cool. So you know, but anyways, back on my topic, guys, about the colored lights and white lights outside. I just think it looks kind of like weird when you're doing, like, if you're gonna go with colored lights, like again, colored icicle lights, like make it all look like uniform or something like that. If you're gonna go with white, go with all white lights. You know, if you want to do like a red and green, like then you're spicing it up a little bit, and that would probably look cool. But don't go white and green, add white, and add like colored lights too. Like, then it just looks like Christmas threw up and there's no continuity at all. You know, like that's the thing that, like, I don't know, in my mind personally, like my parents have been pushing that lately, but like ever since I was little, like going and looking at like, you know, Christmas lights and stuff like that, to me it like, even since I was little, like I remember like 5th and 6th grade, like going out a lot. Like, we go out normally once a week, and go and like just drive around like our neighborhood and see if like anybody else had put up anything, or you know, different parts of the neighborhood too and stuff like that, and just kind of in our town, and you know, look at people's Christmas lights. But I remember like just being like, oh my god, it's like, why did somebody like do that? Like, you know, those blue lights, that's what my mom did, guys. We had a white tree with those blue lights, which actually did look kind of cool, but again, the tree looked kind of dumb because it was spray painted. It wasn't an actual white Christmas tree. But forgot where I was going with it. You know, like that, like you don't do like red, green, and then also add blue in somewhere. Like, then you like look like you're overdoing it too much, and then add like colored lights plus white lights. Like, yeah, like I said, just like, or when it goes from like strand to strand and it's different colors. I mean, to each their own, guys, but for me personally. I just, that's how I like personally like it to look. I don't want to have like, oh, like this thing is decorated one way and then that's decorated like another way. Like, if not, like you need to have some spacing or something like that. Like if you're gonna do that, have that look way different and have that section like look way different. And personally, our house, we don't have where we can like do that. Like if we were a corner lot, maybe we could do like, oh, something over on this side and something over on that side or whatever. You know, or we had a bigger house, but we have just like one, like, what is that called, gable or whatever, and so it wouldn't we wouldn't be able to pull that off. There's one neighbor that lives close to us, they actually have 3, and like it would almost be cool if you did like red, like green, and then maybe like another red or something like that, like on the side of their house. I think that would look kind of cool, and then, you know, you could like tie that into like something else that you were doing or whatever. But I don't know if my dad is actually going to get up and actually put lights up outside or not, like on the roof, or whether we're just gonna have the bushes decorated again this year like we did last year. But we do have some outside decorations too, and again, I will probably show you guys a little bit more as we actually finish, because clearly it's not done right now. But again, my mom, I think, was getting a little overwhelmed, and she was just like, okay, we got through the boxes, but now it's just, my mom's like, you know, decorating genius comes out, and she's like, okay, this is where this stuff's going, that's doing this, and this stuff's going here, and we're gonna do this. Like I said, I don't know why we had, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think we had 6 in total small Christmas trees, like, you know, the miniature Christmas trees. We had 6 of them, guys. So, like I said, I think my mom ended up getting rid of at least 2 or 3 of them. Plus, we have one that's in the kitchen. I have one. And then again, I think my mom's going to put the little white one that's in here. But I didn't put lights on mine last year. So, I don't know if she is going to do that. But I have to get my Christmas box of decorations out of the attic as well. But anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.